So I just finished my sophomore year of high school, and to be frankly honest, it's been like the best school year so far. And if I continue the habits I built, like continuing learning new knowledge, improving myself, the school years will only go up from here. However, even though my self improvement journey started the end of the freshman year, it wasn't until this year that I actually started to take it seriously, and I've grown so much as a person in every aspect of my life, and it all happened throughout the span of just this school year. And even though I am uploading this publicly on YouTube, I'm mainly posting this to practice some skills and for my future self to reflect back on later. So I'm mainly posting this just for myself. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is some of the most important life lessons I've learned throughout the year that has helped me grow as a person to develop a good foundation of habits and knowledge. So, out of everything, the most significant takeaway from this year is to create a good foundation for your future self. This is a topic that I will most likely cover more deeply in a future video, so I will lightly touch on the concept here, but you just want to create a good foundation of habits, knowledge, and mindset for your future self. Create good habits now so your future self can reap the benefits of the decisions you made when you were young, and just start things like um, e- exercising to build your body and develop discipline, eating healthy to maintain good and youthful health, taking care of your hygiene, cleaning after yourself, um, doing chores without your parents telling you to, basically just doing things that you don't feel like doing. You also want to construct a strong mindset of personal beliefs, goals, values, principles, morals, things like that to live by and structure your entire life to build around those things. For example, a mantra that I like to live by is become the best version of yourself. So I like to align my mindset towards that goal. Everything from my beliefs to my actions is aligned towards it. When you when you set a strong mindset of beliefs, values, and goals, you create a strong and sturdy foundation that you can build the empire state building on. That's an analogy that I took from Rich Dad Poor Dad. And when you feed your mind with good knowledge and content, trust me when I say that you get to choose the type of content that you consume. If somehow this video appears on your recommended, chances are that you are interested in self-improvement. And that's fantastic. And in my opinion, so far self-improvement is the absolute best content you can consume. Because there are so many different niches and topics on social media, with a lot of them being negative and degenerate. But self-improvement is one of the only things that actually make me excited and want to learn. And every single video I watch and learn something new that directly correlates with my goals and values, I feel motivated to keep going. So try to consume only things that will benefit you and that you can get some value from. Obviously, you'll be scrolling on TikTok or some, and you'll come across some entertainment video. That's fine, I guess. Just don't overindulge and waste too much time. Speaking about getting value from something, try to get the most value out of everything that happens in your life. If your teacher assigns a bunch of homework, take the opportunity to learn how to manage your time or getting into a state of deep work. And even though you might not feel like doing the work, just do it anyways. It like it can help you practice your discipline. Or if you're hanging out with a group of friends, take the opportunity to practice some new social skills you learned, or try to become less introverted. I I myself am an introvert, so doing this has helped me really go from a quiet kid in my freshman year to getting out of my comfort zone and becoming more like popular person my sophomore year, if that makes sense. Or even if you're going out with friends, take the opportunity to just have a good time. You're only young for so long, so make the most out of every opportunity you get, because you never know when something like that will ever happen again. Now, I'm not saying to overcomplicate your life by analyzing every little detail that happens. I'm saying to not mindlessly live your life. Try and get the most value out of every opportunity you you get, because again, in some cases that opportunity may never come again. And direct correlation with creating a good foundation, you want to spend time learning on how you can improve your life. Learn Learning things like finance, how the world works, how to study effectively, how to exercise, how to control your emotions, and the list can just keep going. But instead of spending all of your free time playing video games, use it to learn something new. Learning is one of the most important skills someone can be good at, because you have to adapt and change to be, or like you have to adapt to change and be good at problem solving. So, and being able to learn something that is a brand new piece of material can not only help you become successful in any field that you are interested in, but can also help you learn and improve on something that you are already interested in. Whether it's a sport or hobby, learning how you can improve your expertise in that activity can lead to you finding something that you enjoy doing. And in today's society, it's so easy to learn new information. There's videos, articles, books, podcasts, self-reflection, and many more. In turn, being open to trying new things can also lead to the same results. Think of trying something new like a scientist. High Create a hypothesis on what you think trying this new thing will do for you. Conduct an experiment that involves you actually trying that thing, and you will get real world results that will determine if your hypothesis was true or not. And don't don't be afraid to start doing a new sport or joining a new club or experimenting with a new hobby, because at the end of the day, you will receive a lesson that you can learn from. This year was my first year playing a sport ever. Now, obviously, when I was younger, I played sports with like my parents or with my classmates, but this is my first year actually committing on joining a team and competing with other people. In this school year alone, I've joined a sports team every season. Fall I did cross country, winter I did wrestling, and spring I did track and field. Now, remember, I have absolutely no athletic background whatsoever, but by joining these sports, I learned things about myself that I never knew I enjoyed. This can also be like an entire video on how joining sports teams has changed my life. So I try to simplify the point I'm trying to make. Don't be scared to try something new, even if it intimidates you. I joined cross country without even knowing the proper running form. Like, I didn't know heel striking was a thing, and that your arms actually play a key role in running. I joined wrestling as a weak, scrawny little kid, and I joined track and field knowing that I wasn't super fast. However, I also joined these teams to try something new and get out of my comfort zone. And I can confidently say it was one of the best decisions of my life. Another of the most important takeaways I got from the school year is that self improvement content is the best type of content there is out there on social media. I mean, sure, if you want to become a doctor, that then contents revolving around becoming a doctor could be like your favorite, but in general terms, I am glad I started this self improvement journey at such a young age. Now that I'm saying all of these lessons, I feel like I could turn them all into their own respected video. So, for the sake of editing time, because I'm lazy, I will try not to go on side tangents. But the point I'm trying to make here is because you're probably thinking, how is watching self improvement content one of the most important lessons that you learned? Is that because I was open trying new things and actually enjoyed learning, I was able to find what I enjoyed most in this world, and that's improving myself. When I learned, when I first learned that you could actually improve yourself, I was completely mind blown, and I was super motivated to to do it, and just led me to keep on watching this content and keep on going deeper into this rabbit hole. Regardless of what you like, you must always focus on improving your expertise and expanding your knowledge. If you focus on improving your skills at the beginning of the year, your value as a person will only go up as the school year progresses. Like I said earlier about taking every opportunity to improve yourself, if you focus on improvement every day with every experience in your life, words cannot express how much you will actually grow as a person. Like, I am even having like trouble explaining the message to you. The main the main point is that you must always have a growth mindset and try to improve every single day by at least 1%. There was an example in either Atomic Habits or the the compound effect, or maybe even both, that said that a 1% change in an airplane's course results in the course changing by 150 miles. That 1% of change every single day can change the trajectory of your life without you even realizing it. How, However, with all of this talk about focusing on self improvement, you also need to understand that maintaining good grades is a non negotiable in high school. And by good grades, I mean all A's and B's. Just don't listen to the people that say, "Oh, high school doesn't matter," or your grades don't mean anything. Yes, yes, your grades mean something. Again, I don't want to go on side tangents, but I realize maintaining good grades will only do good for you. Nothing bad will happen from having good grades. Oh, but it takes time from video games. Good. However, to actually obtain good grades, you have to learn how to properly study and manage your time. You have to at least understand the basic concepts of productivity. And it it starts with understanding that productivity isn't spending the entire day working. In fact, it's the exact opposite. The meaning of being productive is getting the most out of your time. So, for example, if you were given an hour to read a book, how much would you actually get done in that one single hour? Most most people have this notion that productivity is just doing work. But what they don't understand is that it's not how much work you do, it's how efficiently you do the work. So, in order to actually like for me to actually learn and get better at this is that I took time to actually learn how to be productive. I watched videos on what the most optimal way to study was, and I watched videos on how to manage your time. And after watching countless hours of productivity videos, I found that the best way that I got work done was by doing this protocol called deep work. Once again, I want to limit the things I talk about in this video to only the general takeaways, so I don't have to edit that much. But so I'm sorry that I'm not getting into clear detail on each of these topics. But again, I'm making these videos for myself rather than virality. So if you are some random person watching this video, just take some time to learn how to manage your time, because the time and your mind is the most powerful assets that you have. Learn how to use both and your life will change. Another thing I found interesting about this topic is that in my Avid class, at the end of the year, we do this self-reflection about how we performed throughout the year. So, like challenges we faced, what was hard, what was good, etc. So, for this year's self reflection, I wrote down one of the things I feel like I did good this year was studying and managing my time. And then my teacher actually showed me my self reflection I wrote last year, and one of the things I struggled in the most was studying and managing my time. Now, mind you, I had no idea I wrote this last year, and it was cool to think that the thing I struggled with last year, I improved on this year. Another thing I found to be an important lesson is to prioritize what's important. This goes in hand with learning how to manage your time and studying, but it helps with actually getting what needs to be done before anything else. Oftentimes, I would find myself doing homework last minute and end up doing homework during homework correction time. So when my class was going over the answers to the homework, I would actually be writing down their answers. And I was doing this the entire year until the last quarter, where I started to prioritize my schoolwork over everything else, besides sports, obviously, because I can't skip practice. But like before playing video games or even watching self improvement videos and reading books, by doing so, it lessened the load of work I had. So then I could actually focus more time to reading and doing the things that I wanted to do. And it was also a good feeling when I would finish big projects and homework the day they were assigned, and it just made me feel smart and accomplished. Another one of the biggest lessons I learned is to just be nice to everyone. Like it doesn't do anything but good to be cool with everyone. If anything, one of the worst things you can do in high school is have beef with people. I mean, you're going to be with them for like 4 years, and you're going to graduate with one another, so might as well be cool with everyone. I don't know. I don't know why people have beef with their classmates and friends. I don't know. It's stupid. And to actually be cool with everyone, you have to actually talk to people. I am an introvert, so freshman year, this was a problem for me. However, because I've been on self-improvement, I've changed that. I'm way more comfortable to talk to new people, and I have like 3 times more friends I did freshman year. And now some of my best friends are people in different grades. Now, not only is it good to talk to other students, but also your teachers. I realize that teachers are human too. Like, they actually have a life and don't live at school. Can you believe that? But yeah, just build a good connection with your teachers. Well, not all of them, because some of them are not cool. So I guess just your favorite teachers. But building a relationship with your teachers can help make the class more fun and make you more confident and comfortable to be in their class. So I've got So those are all the different lessons I've learned throughout the school year, and now I kind of want to reflect on how I can improve for next year. And one way I plan on doing that is to be way more social. Like, I want to get better at public speaking and presenting myself and ideas, so that's something I have to work on. Even though this is one of the things I've improved on the most this year, there's always room for more improvement, and I'm kind of one of the reasons why I'm making these videos so I could improve on my speaking. So yeah. I also want to continue trying new things. I'll be a junior, so I have to start finding what career paths I want to get into. I'm already set on starting entrepreneurship, but I also need some sort of profession as an early career job to make money to like yeah to actually have money, and also because I actually want to go to college, so I'll need something to major in. In turn, I I also want to become proficient and master the skills that I like doing, or master my skills in the things I like doing. Those things being sports, fitness, business, things like that. Speaking, making videos. I plan on taking the time I have on this summer to work on these skills as well as document everything on this YouTube channel. And not only do I need to focus on improving the things I like, I also need to focus on improving the things I need to do, like studying, driving, things like that. In order for me to actually do those things, I need to stop making excuses. To be honest, I make tons of excuses on why I can't do something, and that's something that I have to stop and I need to get better at. I also need to get like 10 times better at productivity because I am taking two AP classes, student leadership and an honors class. So I will have a lot of work on my hands plus sports, but that's fine. I I could I could easily do that. If I can wake up at 5 a.m. to go to a wrestling tournament and throw another guy down for 12 hours, then I could read a couple of useless fiction books. Um, one thing I one thing I need to work on, um, like one big thing I need to improve on is stop indulging in instant gratification, like junk food and TikTok. Even though I'm preaching all of these self improvement things, I'm still guilty of doing the bad things myself. And one last thing I want to improve for next year is to start actually making money online. I've already made money doing business door to door. So if I can translate that to online, I can actually make this entrepreneur dream a reality. And in conclusion of this long ass video, the most valuable things I learned this year is to focus on improving yourself and even the others around you when you can. Just take the time to learn new ideas and concepts and implement them into your life. And once you get a real world response that the thing you're doing is either producing results or not, take time to either figure out what's not working and how to fix it, or figure out how you can produce even more results.